Hello, this is Emily and welcome back to my channel, and today we are going to be filming July's deck of cards. So I guess I'm just going to go into what I've read this past month or haven't read because it's not looking to be in my favor this month. I have been competing in a readathon. However, I have completely veered off course of my actual set TBR. So we're going to probably be taking a punishment. Now, reading wise, it is about, well, it is currently June 14th, so I'm still halfway there. I'm just filming this a little bit early because I'm actually going to be out of town this weekend, so I won't be able to film this weekend. And so I figured I'd film today. That way it gives me time to get it all edited before I have to upload the video. Anyways, I guess rambleness aside, I am in the process of reading The Broken Eye. I'm over the halfway mark there, and I do feel confident I will finish this book before the end of the month. And I am almost to the halfway mark of Dark Dawn, and I'm also confident I will finish this book before the end of the month, so I'm not going to take punishments for not finishing these. Now on to the unfortunate truth. There are two books I am confident I will not finish this month. I have not been able to get into them, and I don't know if it's just because I wasn't in the mood for them, or I need to just set them aside and try again at a different time when I'm more in the mood for these type of works and not in the middle of a readathon. And that is Winter's Orbit and The Revisionaries, and neither of these I am going to complete this month. So the way I have my game set up is I'm supposed to take a punishment for each book I don't complete. However, I am going to kind of bend the rules a little bit and only do one punishment because I have gone above and beyond in reading other things that weren't on this TBR. And also, I'm going to be moving next month. So I'm hoping for a light TBR. Because I'm not going to have much time to actually sit down and read. I'm going to be doing a lot of moving to my new place. And besides moving to my new place, I'm also basically booked the whole month of July with dog sitting. So I won't actually even be home most of the month. I'm going to be sitting at other people's houses. So it's going to be kind of a hassle to be toting a whole bunch of books back and forth to read where I'm staying. So next month, I'm going to be extremely busy and won't have a lot of time to read, just to sum that up. Okay, now that we talked about all of that, just a quick overview of how the board is looking. Right now, 2, 5, and 6 are all danger zones. So I hope I don't draw extras of these because then I will have to add more books. And I don't want to add more books. I want to just have to do the minimum of 5 and be done with it this month. So let's hope the cards like me, but they probably won't. So let's go ahead and do our first shuffle and see what our first card is going to be. Who knows what it's going to be. And I am struggling at shuffling, so I've been at work all day and my brain is fried. All right, now that I shuffled, we got an ace, so that will be up on my very top shelf. So let's go ahead and take a look and see what I'm going to pick. Hopefully you can see that angle. I kind of pushed it up a little so you can see that shelf better. I am going to be aiming for a shorter book. Most of these up here are chunkers, but I do have one shorter one that is in mind. And that is Harvest Moon by Sam Burns and W.M. Fox. And this is the second book in the Wolf Moon Rising series. And I really adored the first book, so I'm excited to get into this one and want to see how this new love story unfolds. All right, let's go on and move into our second pick. So let's just shuffle real quick. And I'm trying not to drop all my cards because that would suck. And we got a 10, which is, I gotta do some math. But that's down here. Okay, let's lower down to my shelf that corresponds with number 10 and pick a book. Unfortunately, this is mostly classics and stuff, so not the best shelf, but let's see what I'm going to choose. Let me see. All right. I am going to pick Patricia McElligot's The Forgotten Beasts of Eld. So for my second pick, I am choosing The Forgotten Beasts of Eld. This is actually a book that is on my list of 12 books I need to complete before the end of the year. So I figured this is quick, it's short, and perfect time to try to get this read. And I believe it's like not even 200 pages. So hopefully I can get this read. And basically, this is about this girl that kind of grows up in this magical mountain by herself and ends up having to raise a baby that gets dropped off to her. So hopefully it's interesting. It's magical stuff I always like to see in stories. So looking forward to checking this one out. And of course, I made it 2 shuffles before I forgot. I do have to take a punishment. So let's go ahead and get this out of the way before I actually forget and see what's gonna be the sucky prompt I have to do this month. So I'm gonna just shake this up and we are going to pick, I hope this is a good one. All right. So it gave me, it's not giving me anything. Okay, lowest rated. So I need to go to my Goodreads and pick the lowest rated book. Let me go grab my laptop real quick because I'm actually filming with my phone. So let's see what's the lowest rated book on my Goodreads TBR, and that's what I'm going to have to read this month. Okay, so I did go to my Goodreads and sort it by the lowest rated, if you can see that. Sorry, my laptop's kind of crappy looking, but it looks like I am going to be reading Supernova Era. Okay, luckily Supernova Era doesn't look like it's too big of a book. I think it's a little bit over, like almost 350 pages, so shouldn't be too difficult to read, though it is a sci-fi. And basically I think the premise of this is that there's a supernova that hits the earth, causing like extreme levels of radiation where pretty much anyone over the age of 13 is set to die within the next year. So they're kind of in a rush to make sure the children become the future of Earth, and I guess push to prepare them for what's to come and how to survive without adults and stuff. That's what I'm getting from reading the synopsis, so hopefully it's interesting. I really did enjoy the 3-Body Problem trilogy by this author, so that's why I picked up this. So I'm hoping this one lives up to the same hype as 3-Body. Okay, now that I did my punishment, let's go ahead and get into my third pick and see what we're gonna get. So we're just gonna do this and then shuffle a couple times just to make sure it's good. And we're gonna get an 8. So let's go to the shelf that corresponds with 8 and pick something from there. Okay, so the shelf that corresponds to the number 8 is this one right here. So let's go ahead and pick something off of it, and hopefully it's a good one. So I'm gonna just try to figure out what I'm gonna read real quick. I think I know I might be setting myself up for failure. However, I've been wanting to read this one forever, and it's on one of my 12 books to read before the end of the year. So if I can get this one out of the way, that'll be great. And that's IQ 84 by Haruki Murakami. So hopefully this is a great read. I'm probably going to get the audiobook adaptation of this and listen to it through audio. So hopefully it's a good one. And it's really kind of hard to sum up what the story is about based off the synopsis, because half the time it's not. But basically what it says is a love story, a mystery, a fantasy, a novel of self-discovery, a dystopia to rival George Orwell's IQ 84 is a tremendous feat of imagination from one of our most revered contemporary writers. So don't know what to expect, but I'm sure it's gonna be wacky and interesting. Okay, on to our fourth pick so far. Well, I'm not even going to say it because I will end up jinxing myself. So let's just not say it while we shuffle. But let's get this 4 shuffle done. I'm struggling to these cards to shuffle nice and well. And we're going to have a 9. So let's go to the shelf that corresponds to 9, which is right under the one that was for 8. Right here. So I'm going to shift the camera down a little while we pick. Sorry if I'm kind of cutting myself off. I kind of shifted my camera down a little bit, but not far enough. Apparently it's kind of a weird angle on the shelf. So let's go ahead and take our next pick and see what I'm going to be reading. Let's see. I'm kind of in the mood for like something quick and short, so I'm going to do Noah Can't Even. So Noah Can't Even looks like it's a coming of age story following Noah, whose life is utter and complete chaos, and he ends up getting kissed by his one friend Harry, and I guess makes him kind of think about his sexuality and all that. So I figured this is going to be an interesting read, and it's short and quick because it's contemporary and it's young adults, and I believe it's like 365 pages, so I should be able to get through this in about a week or so, so that's a plus for me. So just a quick reminder of what the board kind of looks like. As long as I don't draw a 2, 5, or 6, this game will be over. So let's hope for the best and go on into our last pick. Okay, let's go on into our last pick and figure out what this last choice is going to be. So go ahead and shuffle real quick and do one more just to be safe. All right, we got a 2. Of course, the game can't be nice to me for once. I knew it was too good to be true. So let's pick out another book and do another shuffle. Not quite sure what I want to read book-wise. Let's see. I'm thinking... I don't even know what I'm thinking, honestly. I might go for... You know what? I am going to continue on with the Wheel of Time series with the Dragon Reborn, book 3. So I can get this on audio. I'll probably rent it from my library and listen to it on audio so I can help kind of get through it. So we're going to try to tackle this one. Let's go on with hopefully our last shuffle for this month. So I'm going to go ahead and shuffle these one more time and hope I don't have to add another card because that would suck. And we're just gonna do this and just shuffle one more time, and we got a Jack, which means I can pick anything from these bottom 2 shelves, which are my mangas, which is amazing because I love a good manga and they're quick and short to read. I didn't show you the actual shelves down there. I didn't feel like pushing my camera all the way down to the ground because that's a pain in the butt. But I am going to continue on with Gintama and read the 10th volume. And these I can get done in about a day. They're quick, short, funny. So that's great for me. So it looks like we're sticking with the number 7 with the 7 required reads once again. Luckily, most of these are pretty short. Mine is IQ 84 and the Dragon Reborn, but I plan on getting both of those on audio, so I should breeze right through them. And I should have a pretty easy reading month. As long as these books live up to the hype and expectations, I should get through them pretty quickly, which will be great since I am moving and will need all the time I can to pack and get situated in my new place on top of all the dog sitting I'm going to be doing next month. It'll give me time to, you know, go different places with all the dog sitting and not have to worry about trying to lug a huge TBR around. Well, I guess that's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Click the like and subscribe button if you did. Also, leave a comment down below on what your July looks like reading wise and what your plans and goals are. I kind of am interested to see how all y'all's TBRs end up looking, so just share them below, and I hope to see you guys next time.